Manuka misguides Hefty. We should know who the friends are. Can they stand behind the enemy? Advised the Manuka. If Hefty were to come to you with his head lowered as if to gore you, then you would know he is your enemy, wouldn't you? Said the Manuka. When the king agreed, the Manuka went to Hefty, looking worried. What is the matter, the Manuka? Asked Hefty, seeing his friend's face. The deceptive the Manuka said, I am in such distress. On one hand is my king, whom I must be loyal to, and on the other hand, you are my friend. I don't know what to do. He sighed as Hefty waited. I suppose I have to make up my mind, he said. I should not share the king's secret with anyone, but you have trusted me as a friend. So I should tell you the truth, my friend. Evil the Manuka. The truth? What about? Asked Hefty, thoroughly puzzled. The king was so fond of you, said the Manuka, but his heart has changed. What do you mean changed? Asked Hefty. The king is against you, Hefty, continued the Manuka. He wants to kill you and eat you up. I should not tell you this, but after all, I was the one who introduced you, so I am worried, he confessed. This made Hefty feel very sad, and he wondered, I have always been loyal to the king. Why should he have turned against me so suddenly? There is no way to satisfy someone who hates you without any reason, commented the tricky the Manuka. If there was a reason, we could do something about it. But kings are strange. They will forget all the good you have done and get against you for a very small thing. The Manuka wins. I wonder who has been telling the king bad things about me and caused him to be angry. Hefty talking to himself, quite unaware that he was speaking to the wily jackal who had caused the dispute. Then he said bravely, If I must die, then I'll go down fighting, said Hefty. Yes, that's how it should be, agreed the Manuka. If you find the Lion King looking fierce, flicking his tail and snarling at you when you enter, you too should be prepared to fight. Hefty went with the Manuka to the king's presence. He found the king looking grim, so he put his head down to charge. There was a fierce battle between the king and Hefty. In the combat that followed, Hefty was killed. The king lost his friend. That day, the wicked jackals had a feast, having destroyed the friendship of two good people and killing poor Hefty. The master begins a new lesson. When they had learned the wisdom of selecting the right friends, moving away from bad friends, and how to recognize deceitful friends, the princess asked Vishnu Sharma to teach them about war. The revered old teacher said he would tell them about war through the story of the swans and the peacocks. The swans and the peacocks were great friends and lived together in harmony. But this was disturbed when the swans became friendly with the crows. How did that happen, O revered master? Asked the princess. So the master began the story. The birds on Karpura Dvipa lived around a beautiful lake called Padmakeli with lovely colorful flowers in it and water birds all around it. Once they all got together and decided that they must elect a king. So they chose a beautiful swan known as Silver Plume as their king.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.